Time we're going to go down the covert emotional incest arena, or enmeshment. For those that are uncomfortable with the word incest, we'll go with enmeshment. We're going to look at the golden child, Mummy's golden child, with Eleni Allen. She was married to a man that was the golden child, almost destroyed her life. She found a way out of it by realising she was in a relationship with a man that was in a covert emotional relationship with his mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Eleni Allen.
Hello, my name's Eleni Allen, and today I would like to talk to you about mother enmeshment, or otherwise known as emotional incest. Kenneth Adams heard first coined this emotional incest, and in fairness I actually believe that title to be the most fitting. He quotes in this book, "There is nothing loving or caring about a close parent-child relationship when it serves the needs and feelings of the parent rather than the child." Feeling close.
Now let me tell you this straight up. There's parents, there's mothers that psychologically and emotionally disable their children to think that they're going to be able to stay, or it's hang on, I got a lot of traffic here. Bugger. They condition their children by spoiling them, indirectly spoiling them, in a way in which they become dependent on their mother, even in adult stages. And they become so reliant on the mother, and the mother enables them to be this way, that they can't break the bond, the emotional bond, the parent-child bond. And what it does is the mother then plays a camouflage role as a wife, as it were, a nondescripted wife. I've seen it. They run after them, they cook for them, they hustle around them, and these little brats, they lap it up. And if you try and get in the way of it, you'll see tantrums, you'll see dark triad behaviour, micro elements of it. But this lady's right. Listen to this. The mother will enable the child to become overly dependent on her in a way in which it's hard for the child to break away.
With your parent, particularly the opposite sex parent, is not the source of comfort the image suggests. Now, before I carry on with that, I can remember people saying to me how close that my husband was with his mother, and on the outside it looks amazing. It looks like, oh wow, they're so close, they're so connected. She's hurt, he's hurt, she's angry, he's angry. If she's, just say if they're out shopping and somebody accidentally bumps into the mum, he will feel her annoyance, he will feel that bump on him as if it was his body that was bumped.
This is amazing, because when my partner, one of my ex-girlfriend's sons went into a state where he couldn't take my presence being around the house anymore because it was interrupting his connection with his mother, and this person was well into his 20s, she had no response. It was like she was frozen. I'll tell you why. She liked it. That's how she formed it. She wanted that child to be that young man, her son, to be dependent on her so that she could be dependent on him. It was a surrogate relationship between the mother and the son. Now, I was happy to try and navigate it because I'd been in these situations before. I'd seen it before. But this was just another typical case where the young adult male disintegrated so badly, they begin to try and emotionally assault you and psychologically assault you. And when you just walk away, it disempowers all their attempt to discredit your person and undermine who you are in front of the mother. They're actually trying to get the mother to get rid of you so that they can have the mother all to themselves. And the mother will, some mothers will do this with the girlfriends of the sons. It's so destructive and so evil.
It sounds a bit, but hence the term mother enmeshment. Now that can sound really lovely, and if you're married to a mother enmesh man, you can actually feel like the mistress because these two are so connected. But when we take a deeper look, what is actually going on, this person doesn't have his own feelings, he has mother's feelings. This person doesn't have his own pain, he has mother's pain. You know, so it's quite deep, even though so close, but anything but. Anyway, Kenneth Adams continues to quote, "It is a relationship in which the individual, both as a child and later as an adult, feels silently seduced by the parent. Feelings of appreciation and gratitude do not prevail in these close relationships." So even though on the outside they look very close, internally they don't feel appreciated. They do not feel appreciated. It's more like a duty. They've just been conditioned.
And I noticed this, the demanding started. The young adult bloke didn't care who was present. I said to a couple of these women a couple of times, do they know what they're doing? Like, because the behaviour that they were displaying in front of me was absolutely atrocious, inexcusable, infantile behaviour of extraordinary level. And the mother didn't seem to be able to confront it or talk about it with the child or with the person because they contributed to the formation of it. They played a part in the formation of the character of that person. They contributed to the behaviour of that person because it suited them for it to be that way. Because it was ensuring the mother subconsciously that the adult child would always be there for them, that the child would have a need for the mother psychologically for the rest of their life. That child would always be there for the mother, and vice versa. The adult child had no concept of the mother not ever being there for him. So there's this, again, reverse well, I was going to say dark triad, but it's not. It's, well, is it not? It's a deep, dark form of covert emotional dysfunction on a plane that is almost irreparable because it's justified by the maternal bond. And it's the maternal bond between the two people, right? And their, as it were, subconscious agreement between each other through that bond, till death do us part, that keeps building it, that keeps it going together, even though there's conflicts underlying it, deep, severe moments of conflict between the two, where there's a pull and a push relative to the consciousness and awareness of the attention that they're getting from one another. If that's threatened, it causes conflict. If that's threatened, it causes disruption.